Did you know there's a jellyfish out there that can light up your whole ocean blue? It's not a myth or a trick of the light. It's a real animal that scientists are still trying to understand, and it could be hiding off the coast of almost anywhere. Hi, it's me, and this is my channel. Today we're diving into the mysterious world of bioluminescent jellyfish, specifically one species that has been spotted around the world lighting up the night with its neon glow. Just imagine you're floating in the water when suddenly you see it. A beautiful jellyfish drifting past you, glowing in otherworldly blue. You might think you're hallucinating, but you're actually witnessing a natural wonder. And you're not alone. People have been seeing these mysterious lights for centuries, often believing they're cursed or caused by some kind of witchcraft. But we now know that these magical displays are created by tiny animals called dinoflagellates. These single-cell organisms use light as their main source of energy. They carry around their own little light bulbs, which allows them to do everything from attracting prey to defending against predators to communicating with each other. Dinoflagellates live in almost every ocean on Earth, but you'll usually only notice them when there's a lot of them. Sometimes they form such dense colonies that they change the color of the water. When that happens, we call it a harmful algal bloom. Depending on the species, these blooms can be red, brown, or even green. But the most intriguing blooms are the ones that light up the night with a bright blue light. The dinoflagellate responsible is a small, almost transparent creature called Noctiluca scintillans. Although it's been around for at least 100 million years, we didn't discover it until 1683. That's when a scientist named Antonia van Leeuwenhoek first described what he saw through his microscope. He named it Noctiluca because it often glows at night, and scintillans because it sparkles like a piece of flint. But how exactly does it make its light? Well, inside each cell there are two separate sacs. One contains a chemical called luciferin, while the other has an enzyme called luciferase. Normally they stay separate, but when they mix, a reaction occurs. Luciferin is oxidized, which causes it to release energy in the form of light. Scientists aren't sure why, but they think it may have something to do with protecting the cell from damage caused by too much sunlight. And although we've come a long way in understanding how bioluminescence works, we still don't know everything. For example, we still haven't figured out where all the energy in the light comes from. The leading hypothesis is that it's stored in a molecule called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP. But since Noctiluca was only discovered about 300 years ago, we have a lot more to learn about it. Some scientists believe that studying bioluminescence could lead to new medical treatments, while others are using it to develop new materials. Meanwhile, there's a lot of work being done on figuring out what makes these organisms glow different colors. After all, some bioluminescent jellyfish can be green, blue, purple, or even red. Their colors come from different pigments that absorb different wavelengths of light. Bioluminescent jellyfish aren't the only ones. There are plenty of other creatures that can light up the night, including comb jellies, sea cucumbers, squid, and shrimp. Most of these animals do, and have control over their glow, and quint turn it on or off at will. But there are some exceptions, like the anglerfish, which uses its bioluminescence to lure prey. So if you ever see a jellyfish lighting up the night with its eerie glow, you'll know it's just one more example of the amazing animals that share our planet. Just remember, if you want to learn more about bioluminescence, you should start by following your curiosity. Speaking of following your curiosity, thanks for following along with this episode. And a big thank you to our supporters who make it possible for all of us to keep learning and growing. To learn how you can support this channel and all the amazing things that come from a small independent studio, visit our support page.